G'day guys. Right, this is probably the video that you've been waiting for, the one that shows you how to actually take your model and turn it into the workshop drawings like this. Now, it's probably going to take me, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 videos to describe this because I remember it kind of taking a while and it being a little bit confusing. And look, I did a sort of warm-up run on how to do it before, and I think I remember how to do it, so apologies if I make any mistakes, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Now, to do that, first thing we need to do is we need to what we need to do is use the SketchUp function called scenes. And to do that, we need to get up our tray over here, which I usually do just by clicking the paint bucket, and it gives us our trays. We can close the materials one, and we want the scenes one. So close the instructor as well. We just need this scenes. And basically, what scenes does is you can kind of like take a photo of this toolbox where it's at, and then you can create a new scene and set the toolbox up in another way and take a photo of that and then set it up in a new way and kind of take a photo of that. And it's those scenes that we actually edit and or that we can capture and put into the workshop drawings over here. So to create a scene, you literally just press this plus button over here and you can name it over here. So we'll call this isometric view, enter. Okay. Now, if we want to make, so we've got that drawing there. And if we want to make this one where the draw's out for the front page, for example, so we'll need to do that. We can't just, grab the draw and, oopsies. We can't just grab the draw and pull it out, hang on, and make a new scene. So because what will happen if we do that is we'll have this scene, and then when we go back, it's the same thing. It's sort of overridden our original scene. So I'm going to Control Z that, and I'm going to delete that scene. What you need to do every time you want to make a new sort of view of the whole thing, what we need to do is we need to highlight the whole thing, grab the Move tool, and I'll press Control, so we're making a copy, and I'll just move one over here, I don't know, 500 millimeters away. That should be fine. Now, we need to create or at some point we need to create the new scene. I think we can do it later. No, I think, yeah, I can do it later. We've got to hide this one. So we highlight the whole thing, right click, hide. So it's disappeared. It's not deleted, it's just hidden. We can find it later. I think I can even show you if I go view, I can go hidden geometry. Oh no, not hidden geometry, sorry. I go view hidden objects. See, it's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just hidden. And we can also turn those off so that you can't see them. Now what we can do is with this is we can move that draw out. I don't know, maybe that much. That's kind of nice view, I guess. Get it in a nice spot like that. And then we can create a new scene. And we'll call this isometric with. And then what we do is, oops, that didn't save. Isometric with, enter. Now it's saved. Okay, so I don't think I need to update the scene. I'll just right click and say update. Now if I go back to isometric view, it's done that. And I just need to go here and highlight this one, right click and hide it. And then I can update that scene. You need to sort of constantly go back and forth and update the scenes. I'm sure there's a way you can do it that maybe you don't have to do that, because it does get a little bit annoying having to do it all the time, but I mean, hey, we'll figure it out as we go. So now I should be able to go there, and I've got my one of the toolbox like that, and then I can go back here and I've just got my exploded view of the toolbox. I can also maybe just get a better view of that like that and update the scene. So what I'll do now is I'll go to the one with the draw, and what we're going to do next is we want to make the exploded view. So what we're going to do again is grab the whole thing, grab the Move tool, make a copy of it, move it across. Doesn't really matter where you put it. Highlight the whole thing, right click here, hide that, and then we'll create a new scene now because we've got our new thing. And I just want to check, because I think sometimes when you do that, it can show up in your old scenes. Maybe I need to update this. Oops. Sorry. Click update. Sorry. So yeah, see how that new one is showing up in this? So I just need to highlight it and hide it in here. click update, go to this one. I don't want this in there. Now, I don't think we have to do this every time. It gets to a point once we've done the exploded view that we don't have to do it every time. So I'll hide that one, update this scene, go back to this scene, and this one we're going to call exploded view. Exploded view. Okay, so with an exploded view, we want to move everything in along an axis. We don't want to just, grab the side and drag it over there so it looks like it's all right. You want to see on that red, it's on the red axis, move everything on an axis. It just makes it a lot easier if you ever want to put things back together. So if you want to move it up, move it on the blue axis, sideways, red or green, so on and so forth. It can be a little tricky to get it so it looks nice. You just got to play around with it. And I've just realized here that I did the dovetails on that side and I didn't do them on that side. Why didn't anyone tell me? I can fix that. That's easy. Sorry, should have done this a while ago. Click. There we go. And then okay, so here we can move the shelf up, and yeah, you just got to play around with it until you've got an isometric view that you like the look of, I guess. I might move this back a little bit. Now, this is all a group, and I can explode that further so it looks like that. We just need to right click and click explode, and then escape. I can move the front a little bit out, and then this whole thing is a group as well, so I will explode that, and I should now have access to lift things up individually like that. Move them out, move that back, move that back, move that back, and maybe move that down. Right, so you get the idea. You can play around with it as long as you want to get it looking like what you want it to look like. But that's pretty much the gist of it. So we'll right click on that and say update scene. So that's our new exploded view. You can see there we've got the exploded view looking like that. Now what we need to do is we need to make a new scene for each view. For each component. So we want a scene for the handle. We want a scene for the end. We want a scene for the dovetail detail. We want a scene for the shelf, so on and so forth. So to do that, it's pretty easy. What we need to do is we need to go create a new scene. And then in this scene, we're going to call this handle, enter. And what we're going to do is we're going to hide, right click, hide everything that's not the handle. And we want to finish off the scene and update it when we're looking at it in like a side view or a top view. I usually go like a side view like this one. So I'm going to go view, camera, standard views. I think it's front. Yep, there we go. And I think we also want to change it now to parallel projection. So if I go camera, we're in perspective. We want to go to parallel projection, and that'll just give us a straight, drawing that we can use for a workshop drawing. Now I can right click, update that. Now if I go back to the exploded view, I've got all this here, and we can just go and do the next one. So we can do the end. So we're going to add a scene, and it's annoying that it puts it. Maybe I can just drag it down. Oh no, there's a button I think here. I can go move scene down. Okay, so this scene is going to be our end piece. So we hide everything but the end. Hide that. We want to go camera, standard views. I think it'll probably be like a right, no, other way around. So we need a left view, like that. Zoom in on it, and again, so see how you can see like the sides of the dovetail here? That's how you know you're in perspective view, and you can see the top there. We need to go into parallel projection so that you can't see that. So you're just looking dead straight onto it. So that's that one done. We're going to update it. We can call it end, enter. Okay, so next one will be the dovetail detail. So what I do for this one is, because it's just a close-up shot of the same thing, what you can do is right-click on this one, and I think there's a way you can duplicate it. What's this one? Update scenes. I swear I remember a way you could duplicate it. Oh, maybe you can't. Anyway, we'll make another one on that here, and we'll call this one Dovetail detail, like that. And what we'll do is we will take this piece and rotate it around 180 degrees. We'll zoom in on what we want, which is the dovetails, like that. Right click and update scene. Okay, so and we can crop all that stuff we don't want out once we're in layout over here. So we'll just keep on going through these. I think it's pretty much all the same thing basically. I don't think it's really that tricky. So we'll go back to exploded view, which but it's bloody move that thing upside down. That's not what I want. Might have to you know what? I'll press Control Z there. I'll undo that. I don't actually think you need to flip it upside down on here. I think you can flip it upside down on layout. Yeah, so we'll leave that for now. We won't do anything with that. So I should be able to go back to exploded view now, and it's the right way. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so don't worry about flipping that upside down. We can just do that in layout later. Okay, so next one is the shelf. So let's go create a new scene, and we'll move it down, 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 and we'll call it shelf. And we want to hide everything besides that shelf. So I'll highlight all of that. Hide that. Hide. And then we'll view it from I don't know, front view or something. It doesn't really matter what view you sort of save the scene as. You can change it in layout. Okay, so we go like that. Update the scene. Great. Now, yeah, that's fine. So next one is the side 4A, the narrow side. So this one here. So we'll hide everything that's not that. Right click, hide. Oh, hang on. I don't want to do that. I need to duplicate it first. So add a new scene, drop it all the way down to the bottom, call it side narrow. Now, some people don't name their scenes. You can just leave it as scene 5, scene 6, scene 7, whatever. I find it makes it heaps easier later on because you can identify them when we're moving them into layout. So I'm going to hide that. And then we'll take I reckon this one we want a back view. Let's see if I get that right. Oh yeah, look at that. Got the countersunk holes there. Happy days. Parallel projection, looking at it front on. Jesus, countersinks look good. Glad we did them. Now we're going to go update scene. Boom, that one's done. Next one is side wide. So let's make a new scene from the exploded view. Move it all the way down. Let me call it side wide. Enter. Hide everything that's not side wide. And look, you could probably tune out. You could probably stop watching this video now. I'm just going to go through and and finish the rest of them. But I don't know, maybe keep watching because I might remember something at the end of the video that might be useful. Or I might just try, if I do find something like that, I'll mention it at the start of the next video. But basically, what I'm going to do is just keep making these until I'm finished, until I've got them all done, and then I'll start the next video. So yeah, feel free to tune out if you want, but I'll just keep going through and doing them. So that one's done. I'll update that scene. Next one is the drawer. Now we've got an exploded view of the drawer. So let's make a copy first. Move it all the way to the bottom. We'll call this drawer exploded. And then we'll start hiding everything. So hide that. Hide that. Hide that. Oh, and I've accidentally hidden the false front, have I? Bugger. That's right, I can go, sorry, not that one. I want to show hidden objects. I want that one back, so I can say unhide. And now I can go back to hiding them. See, that's pretty handy. So look at it however you want, and we'll update that scene. Now we'll go back to the exploded view. What's next? The drawer sides. So we need those small drawer pieces. First, we'll duplicate it. Bing, 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 all the way to the bottom. Is that it? Yep. Drawer sides, enter. Hide everything that's not that. Hide. hide, and hide. I don't know if you guys have figured out there's a difference between dragging left and dragging right with the selecting. That comes in handy heaps in case you haven't figured that out yet. Highlighting that way won't select it unless it's all in it, but highlighting this way will select anything it's touching. Pretty handy. Camera, we'll go parallel projection, standard views. We want I reckon we want a right view. Bugger, we need a left view. And I feel like I never get it right first time. Okay, zoom in on that, update the scene, bang. Okay, back to the exploded view. What about next? The draw front and back piece. So duplicate it. Maybe that's what I meant by duplicating. You just add a new scene. That's what I thought I was talking about. And back, enter. Okay, so let's hide everything that's not that. Hide. Hide. Hide and hide. And I watch me get it right this time. First go, 100%. Camera, we're going to go back view. Boom, perfect. Look at that. That's what I want. Okay, there we go. Update that scene. Next one we want is the false front. So make a new scene. Look, this is really repetitive, isn't it? Sorry, this is going to be a super boring video, but you got to do it. Like I try to find an easy way to do it, but this seems like the easiest way. And hey, if you find an easy way, let me know. I would love to not have to spend all this time doing this. So we're going to draw enter everything except that. We want to keep that. Hide. There we go. And this one we can have a front or a back view, I reckon. I don't think it really matters. There we go. And we will right click over here, update that scene. Great. Back to the exploder view. We're nearly done. It's taking ages. The draw base. There's still a fair few to go, isn't there? You know what you could do? Here's an even better trick. Sorry. Copy it first. Move it all the way down. Call it the draw base. Sorry, draw base. And then you hit enter, save that. Highlight everything, right? Hold down shift, deselect the base, and then hide it. Oh, God, that's so much easier. Why haven't I been doing that this whole time? Oh, well, we learn as we go, don't we? Okay, now we'll take a front view of that. Going to be real skinny. That's fine. Actually, we probably want a top view of that. Top. There we go. That's better. So I'll right click, update the base. Good. Okay, now we need the draw divider long. So back to the exploded view. Make a copy. Bing, 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 all the way down. Divider long. Enter. That whole thing. Hold down shift on the draw divider we want. Hide the rest. And this one, front view, guaranteed. I should get better at this. Picking them. Boom. All right, right click, update that scene. Perfect. Okay, surely there's only like 2 to go. Draw divider short. Why did I make so many parts in this project? So annoying having to teach all these kids all these great skills, isn't it? Okay, so we'll make a copy, move it all the way to the bottom. All right. Dividers. Short. Enter. Now you don't need it because it's 2 identical parts. We just need to keep one. Hide. We're going to go parallel projection. We're going to take a right view of that. Perfect. Right click, update the scene. Okay, I think it's just to end the base piece now. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, I made this little drawing here of how to do a sliding bevel. I can put that in later and show you if you want. It is pretty handy. The kids did that, made it heaps easier for them to set up their sliding bevels. I'll do that later. Do it in another video for you. Okay, what am I doing now? Exploder view. I need to do the base. So make a new one. Bing, 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 all the way down to the bottom. 17. We're going to go base, enter, highlight everything, sides the base, right click, hide, And then we'll just take we'll take a front view of this. Front view will be fine. And we can put the other ones in later. So right click, update scene, update. Okay, now we've got all our scenes that we need. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so once we've got, oh, actually, I think now if we go back to the isometric view, yeah, we'll just need to hide stuff like this. So we'll need to on that and hide it. And then if we go like that and we go update scene, and then, yep, then we go on this one. It's going to have the same deal. It's going to have that in it. Right click, hide, and then we should get the view of this that we want, and we update that scene. And I hope that hasn't wrecked the exploder view. I hope it hasn't hidden it from the exploder view. It hasn't. That's great. Has it put it in any of these? No. No. This one, we'll just bring it back here. That doesn't matter. Update that. It's pretty cool how it does those groovy transitions, right? Look at it spinning around, getting into the thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so we're not seeing anything we don't want to see. We're just seeing the piece that we want. That's great. Okay. What we do now is just file, save. Got to make sure you save it. In the next video, we're going to go through how to make this template, right? We've got to make a template that we can actually import all of these different views into, so we can have all the different, views for each part in that. Okay, good work if you're stuck to the end of this video. God, that must have been boring for you. But tell you what, I wish I had a video like that when I was trying to learn how to do it, because I spent ages trying to figure it out. It sucked. Okay, all right, here we go, guys. See you in the next video.